what's up, guys? Peace and blessings. Welcome to my live real talk with your girl, Lady D. As you can see right here, I am just chilling, okay? Yes, indeed. We're going to go ahead and talk about SWV and Xscape. I don't know if you guys had watched it last night, but it was okay. It was, I'm not going to go ahead and just do strictly review. I'm just go ahead and get to the points. Like I sit there and say, you can see who is the thorn in the flesh. I had, believe it or not, I had made a video and I had to go ahead and do it. I didn't even, I went ahead and just went ahead and made the video private because now I see who is the common denominator. I see who is the real thorn in Tasha's flesh. And I hope that she can go ahead and just do something about it, because if not, it's just going to take her down, because you can see right here in Latocha's eyes, you can see that, she's not happy. She's hurt. And if she want to see something better, I think that, she's just going to have to sit there and throw old boy out the house. But guys, yes, as you can see right here, I am in my bedroom. I'm going to go ahead and do my review on Love and Marriage in Huntsville right here and give you guys my honest opinion. Like I say in here, it's real talk. And, like I say, this is grown folks feel at home. This is exactly what it is. But I'm going to go ahead and get into some of the stuff that is going on SWV and Xscape. Like I said, I've been wanting to see those two groups together. I wanted to see them together, and just to see that it's not working out. Everything is look like it's going downhill, and the reason why is because of Xscape. Xscape just have so much problems, in that group. It's not SWV, because they get along good. You can see that these people on SWV, you can see how they are gelling together. They are getting along pretty good. But it's just that Xscape cannot get themselves together. So let's go ahead. I want to, before I get into all my commentary, I had saw something on Tasha K, where I guess she's gonna maybe come on tonight, or she might go ahead and put it on her on a website, or not the website, the little thing that she got, where you have to go ahead and pay, I think, $12, and you can go ahead and see all the exclusive stuff that is going on, when it comes to Tasha K and her content. But I see that Tasha K, she still have the mistress, I guess she's still feeding Tasha K, some information, and it sounds like now, she's saying that she is stressed out, like she needs therapy. So most likely she might, go and try to sue Rocky. But I don't think it's going to go ahead and work. I guess they're trying to go ahead and do another R. Kelly, but it's not going to work, because these are two grown folks and nobody forced nobody. So if you want to go out there and do it and don't get nothing for it, that's just something on you. That's, exactly how I look at it. But yeah, let me go ahead and play a little bit of what Tasha K is saying out there, which concerning, the mistress, how she said, or the not, I wouldn't even call her a mistress. I would go ahead and call her a side chick, because there's a difference between a mistress and a side chick, okay? And I guess she feel like now, and I'm gonna say allegedly, because all this stuff right here is allegedly, that now, she's not getting in any of those checks or, stuff. So I guess she feel like she want to go ahead and come forth, or now because, all eyes is on Xscape now. So I guess this is like her 15-minute fame. Hey, Queen, how you doing? Look at my girl always coming in and holding me down. I got to take care of my sister. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. How is your day today? Don't tell me you at work, huh? Because you be working 24/7, girl. You be grinding. Yes, indeed, guys. That's my friend Queenie, always coming in here and holding the sister down. I need some more supporters. But like I said, one or two together, like I said, that's all that needs to be, because everybody just don't want to go ahead and hear the truth. But guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. But I'm gonna go ahead and play just a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk through it because this is Tasha K's content, and you know how Tasha K is, but we can play the audio. So I got, it's for copyright, in case anything, but it's all good. Queenie said, I'm good. I'm off today and tomorrow. Okay, okay, go on. She says she's off today and tomorrow. Yes, indeed. I thank you for joining my live. Yes, indeed. Guys, if I can go ahead and get to 5,000, trust me, I will go ahead and give a little gift to you guys. Like I said, a little appreciation just for you guys supporting me. I'm doing good. I'm doing real good today. Just sitting in the house, just chilling. That's about it. So I said, let me go ahead and see if I can go ahead and make a video. Look like we're about to go ahead and get some rain and stuff. But everything is good, pretty good. I can't complain. Yes, indeed. Queenie, do you watch uh, SWV and Xscape? Do you watch that reality show? Let me know if you watch that reality show. But yes, guys, let me go ahead and play the audio right here. This right here is Tasha K, where she's talking to the mistress. Okay, she said yes, yes, ma'am. So, what do you think about all this stuff that's going on? At first, I thought that it was just, candy, because I really don't watch it. Okay, I'm not going to tell you, I just finally caught up this morning. Now, that's what I've been doing all day. I was watching, I think this is right here is episode 5. So I was just, playing catch up. But now that I went ahead and watched the reality show, especially the one that they had last night, I think that, it's rocky. It's rocky. And I had a feeling, I had said it before, even though, I'd be glancing on it, but I'm not really deep into all that. But when Latocha had came out and she had said that she had, her and Rocky have an open relationship, I already had said, I said, the only way that she can come out is say that she have an open relationship. And then she came out and said it. But now it doesn't make sense because she's out there, wants to do gospel music. And as a Christian, because she's singing gospel music, that does not work together. They don't believe in open marriages. And I think that she only did that just to go ahead and save face. Queenie said, it's a lot to digest. Yes, it is a lot to digest. But I think that what they should have done, they should have went ahead and squashed all this, got everything, iron out all the kinks before they came on that show, because this right here is deep. And the thing about it is that they messing up everybody. They messing up SWV because they coming in, with all that good energy, but yet Xscape is all with that low vibration, like low vibrational stuff that, just messing up the whole group. Queen said, yes, me too. It's Rocket for sure. He's Tasha's mouthpiece. Yeah, I see it now. At first, I didn't see it because I even made a video. It's like an hour video. I had to go ahead and private the video because, I thought that, it was Candy, because when I saw Candy on the Ricky Smiley show, after Tasha had did an interview, I was saying, is Candy stalking Tasha? Why is Candy there? Which I still don't understand. Why did Candy, call in on the Ricky Smiley show knowing that Natasha and her husband was there, and I thought that, all of them, they was just trying to go ahead and just stir the pot, just to keep Latasha's, her music from going, getting off the ground. But it's not just Candy; it's her husband. She got to really, she got to do something about that, because to me, and I'm gonna say allegedly, he comes across as such an opportunist. But let me go ahead and play a little bit of what Latasha K had dropped. Most likely, you guys already heard it already. It was like 10 hours ago. But Tasha K on IG Live, she said that she have more allegations against Rocket Latasha's husband. So let me go ahead and play just a little bit so you guys can see exactly where I'm going with this, okay? This is not an open marriage, okay? And this is going to be a very emotional interview for y'all to watch. We're going to try to get it out. I'm going to try to get it out later this week. We did 4 interviews. But I got to tell you, this is so deep that I think I'm going to have to get into my R. Kelly. Like, I'm going to have to go in my archives and R. Kelly, Mr. Rocky. Like, this is some bad shit. Like, so Tasha K was saying right here, just like I was saying, that she don't think that this right here is an open marriage. I think, Latasha, and I'm gonna say allegedly, just doing all that to just go ahead and save face. But Latasha, not Tasha K, she have the side piece. That's where she's getting all that information from. Which I think she should just go ahead and shut up. She just go sit in the corner somewhere, because she's nothing but a train wreck, and nobody even want to go ahead and hear anything that she have to say anyway. But I see someone has said that Tasha does not need to have no conversation with a woman, and has no remorse, and literally went along with the plans, pretty much, messing with her husband. So what Tasha K was saying, that Latasha and this side chick, they need to go ahead and talk. No, they don't need to talk. What do they have in common? That she's sitting there helping, to mess up her house, even though most likely it probably was, more than her. I'm pretty sure, but as I was looking at him, and guys, I always try to be teen right. I try to go ahead and call it as I see it. But finally, last night, as I was just looking at this man is nothing but a thorn in Latasha's side. All he is, he's coming across, and I'm gonna say allegedly, is an opportunist. And what she need to do is she need to go ahead and get rid of that. Get rid of him quick. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Talk for what? What do they have in common? What they want to talk about? Like on The Color Purple with Celie and Sugar. Oh, you had him this. You know how the men was talking back and forth on Color Purple. You had her this way, and I had her the other way. So that's what they're gonna go ahead and talk about. They don't have nothing in common. What they can talk about, But let me go ahead and play some more. Going to be fine, and I think after this, y'all gonna have a change of heart towards you, okay? So Tasha K is saying after hearing the side chick side that we all gonna have a different opinion, No, not at all. It's nothing that she can say that anyone wants to go ahead and hear, because what she's doing is she's causing pain, even though it's her husband the one that's doing that. But I couldn't even have her in my face. Now she can come and apologize. I may have accept apologize, because like I said, we all have been through it. Like I said, we all been through this right here. But like I said, ain't no in the world, she's gonna go to a blogger and air all my dirty laundry on and not supposed to sit there and just let it go. Come on, guys. even Queenie laughing about it. But Queenie, can you see me real good? Because I changed rooms. I'm in my room now, and that's where my Wi-Fi is closer to this room right here. Because the other room that I had, I'm not getting good signal. So to me, how I'm looking at the picture right now, it looked like it's pretty good. So I don't know until I go ahead and upload the video. But give me a thumbs up if you can see me real good. Because if you can see me real good and the video is real good, I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and call my provider and see if they can go ahead and change my box closer to me. Okay, thank you. Because when I saw it, because I was just coming on here, just getting everything set, and when I turn on my stream, I say, "Oh my God, I can see myself so good. It looks real good, real good." And then it might have been my background. So what I'm gonna do is I order me some stuff from eBay, and I'm gonna do my background, and not use that green screen. So it might have been that green screen too, because I really like how I look, you know, right now. Everything is looking clear. So I'm gonna see if the audio and everything else good. But Queenie gave me a thumbs up, so it's all good. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and play some more.
There was nothing that she didn't address. She addressed the divorce court. She all the clips y'all pulled. She addressed all the rumors, all the assumptions, everything that y'all have said about her. She addressed everything, okay? And I allowed her this time, 2 hours to get it out, and she actually dropped receipts to back up everything that people have been trying to say about her, okay?
And let me go ahead and talk about the receipts. So many people, even last night, Tiny had pulled up some receipts that's dealing with Rocky trying to get some sidekicks. Rocky, I don't know if he's from old school or he just dumb, just stupid. Because you know good and well, if you texting people and you doing some crooked stuff, that's going to come back and bite you on the butt. And as you can see right there, it is biting them in the butt. Because why would you text a side chick, especially when you know that your wife is a celebrity? Tell me why he would do something like that. That does not make no sense. Why would he want to go ahead and text his side chick, knowing good and well, it was going to go ahead and bite him in the butt? That does not make no sense at all. It doesn't make sense at all. And for him to sit there and do a side kick, he knew good and well that was going to go ahead and that was going to come back. Because Tiny, she the one broke that. And the first thing Latocha was saying, how do you know that all that right there was my husband? Well, like I said, if you texting and the phone number is on there and you can identify that phone number, quite obvious that your husband, he the one was doing some dirty work. So this guy, like I said, he come across as a crook. She need to go ahead and just let him go. And like I said, I thought that it was Candy until I sat there and I said, let me go ahead and watch these episodes to see who is the common denominator. Because we quick to go ahead and play the blame game. But last night when I saw that show, and when Latocha and her husband had signed that contract without informing the group, right there I knew they was trying to do some slide stuff. And like I say, you never win when you play dirty. Now she have the right to do whatever she wants to do, but don't try to go ahead and just ride off of someone else's back just to get what you want. Now, if you knew you wanted to do something on the side just for you, then you could have brought that to the group. And by she's coming in and it looked like everything was going down, I thought like it was Candy. I was saying, Candy is picking, because we already know that Candy wants to be the lead singer. But no, that was Tasha. Tasha was coming in with all that low vibrational stuff because she really didn't want it to be a part of the group. She wanted to go solo. But what Tasha messed up on is that she should have went ahead and did all that she needed to do on that reality show. And once the show was over with, she should have came together with her group and say, look, I want to go ahead and after we come off a tour and stuff like that, I want to go ahead and go solo. But no, she didn't do it like that. What she did was she was trying to go ahead and do it the sneaky way. Now I understand that Latasha, she don't need just like Tajay said on SWV. She don't. I think no, Coco had said that Latasha she does not need any more enemies. Because she's going through a lot. I can understand. She got her group on one hand, she's fighting. She got her sister on another hand fighting, and now she got a husband with all this other stuff. So I understand what she's going through, and I'm the type of person. If I see one of my brothers or my sisters going through, I'm not going to sit there and add more salt to the wound. But also, you're going to have to learn how to separate the sheep from the goats. And what you got in your life, that's ain't nothing but a goat. Okay, you got to go ahead and let that go, because if you don't let him go, he's gonna financially and spiritually bankrupt you, and that's real talk. So let me go ahead and play some more.
So, um, and I think after this interview, y'all are gonna see. Um, like I said, I'm excited for this one to drop. I wasn't at first, like you remember the first one. I was like, I said a woman is gonna be hurt, but I think after that you are going to free Tasha. And I know within everything in me, you and Tasha are going to have a conversation. And sometimes, just like in the words of Funky Dineva, sometimes when you think and I told you this, you think the most difficult thing that you're going through is the hardest thing, the most devastating thing, but turns out that it's the best thing that has happened to you. Because y'all don't understand the DMs and the messages and the phone calls and everything that I've got from.
And I understand exactly what Tasha is doing. Like I say, Tasha, she has a platform, okay? And, this is what she do. This is her job. But I don't see how Latasha would benefit out of that, because we got right now this side chick all dressed up, all made up, like she's doing somebody a service, especially Tasha. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not doing no one a service. So, like I said, I don't really understand, what Tasha K is talking about. Maybe I have to watch the entire thing. So I'm thinking about going ahead and subscribe to what she have, where you have to go ahead and pay $12, where she have her own little platform where she can go ahead and talk, as much as she want of anything and don't have to worry about nobody, coming after her or trying to go ahead and shut her down. So let me go ahead and play some more of this, and then after that, I'm gonna go and do some the reviews of SWV and Xscape. But I just wanted to go ahead and get this right here out the way.
Different people that Rocky has been involved with. It's heavy, and so everybody's a victim in this. I'm just gonna say that, okay? And so I commend Unique for being the one with the most courage to come out.
And you can see that they are going towards a lawsuit. Which is not going to fly. Most likely, the judge is going to go ahead and just, throw all that out, because now she's wiping her eyes and all this other stuff. Girl, you are a grown woman. You are a grown woman. And if you know that this man sitting there wasn't spending 24/7 with you, but sneaking with you, now you want to go ahead and wipe your eyes? Come on, please.
Do something that his own wife can't even do. And I believe Tasha is going to draw strength from this, and you're going to see a change in the trajectory of things between Rocky and Tasha, especially after this interview drops. Okay, and so y'all stay tuned and just pray for all parties involved except Rocky. Okay.
Tasha K said, pray for everyone except Rocky. What you think about that, Queenie? Tasha K just came on and she said, pray for everyone except Rocky. How would you go about that? What do you think Jesus would do? Huh? She said, pray for everybody except Rocky. I think that Cinnamon needed the most. That's what I think. I think the Cinnamon needs the most. So we need to go ahead and pray for his flesh, because as you can see right there, his flesh is out of control. His flesh is very out of control. So he needs to sit there and crucify that flesh. So if anybody that needs the most prayers, it's Rocky. But Tasha K said, pray for everybody except Rocky. God got them, but Rocky is the one out there that's, spreading his seed all over the place. But like I said, some men, they do cheat, so, and I'm not here to go ahead and put my foot down on the brother. But like I said, he need to come out and just sit there and admit what he's doing, or he need to sit there and just leave. That's how I look at it. Just go ahead and leave, because this right here, when you seen so many people is involved in it, and now that Tamika, Latasha's sister, saying that Tamika not Tamika, Latasha and Rocky had, forged her name and cashed checks, which, I don't know how that could work out. I don't know how that happened. And if Rocky did, went ahead and, forged Tamika's signature, then I would have no pity on him. And the reason why I wouldn't have no pity on him, because first of all, he's taking money and he's giving it to most likely these side pieces, because I don't think that they sitting there, they ain't that stupid just being with him and not getting nothing for it. If they are, they got to be stupid. So if I was Tamika, what I would do is I would go ahead and bring all that to the DA. I don't care how long it was. I bring it to the DA. That's how I look at it, But I looked at the receipts that Tamika had dropped. On the receipts, I saw Latasha's name, but her name was on in print. It was printed, as a contact. Like if you go to the doctor's office, how you have a form where if you need to contact someone, just to go ahead and contact this relative. I didn't see Latasha's signature on it. I saw Tamika where she had printed her name, and at the bottom I saw where she had her signature at. Now I don't know what happened with that part, because Tamika said that she didn't get those checks, and I don't think that she would come out and lie. I don't think that Tamika will lie like that. Why would she lie? What would she have, to gain to lie, to say that, her sister or someone went ahead and forged her name? So someone did it. And the thing about it, when it's paper trail can easily be tracked down. When it's paper trail. So let me play a little more of this because it's almost done, and then we can go ahead and get into SWV and Xscape.
Okay. All right. So just stay tuned. And,
yes, you do.
Yeah, we'll get this out. So I got you. I told you. She's really emotional, and she's been in therapy as well.
Now you heard that right there.
It's a lot.
Did you hear that? Latasha said that the side chick, she's very emotional and, pretty much, need therapy. So what that's leading up to, just like I said, what that's leading up to right now is that they thinking about, a lawsuit. So Tasha K is right. This might be another R. Kelly, okay? Because Tasha K, she gonna really sit there and she gonna put her foot on that dude's neck, okay? And then the thing about it, he had the nerves to go ahead and call Tasha K phone and say it on the Ricky Smiley show that he didn't know that he was being recorded. Now, if you calling a blogger with a very huge platform, thinking that you chit chatting with her, knowing that you guys never talked before, what makes you think that you was exempt? That she was not going to go ahead and record your conversations? God, this guy must be stuck on stupid, huh? Wow, that's crazy.
Okay. All right. So stay tuned. Bye, guys.
Okay, and that's it with
I'm
that.
proud of you.
So Tasha K has said at the end that she's proud of her. So I'm trying to figure out, what could Tasha K be proud of besides you? What did she tell Tasha K that's gonna make Tasha K say that she's proud of? Because Tasha K don't say stuff like this. So it got to be something that's really, really, I don't know, something about Rocky. I don't know. But time's gonna tell. But I wouldn't say that I'm proud of her, not at all. But let's go ahead and get back to SWV and Xscape. Like I said, when it comes to stuff like this, I'm really not a fan on it. But like I said, this is where my people at. Okay, my people is right here. And if we can go ahead, right, Queenie, if we can sit there and take the foolish things of this world to go ahead and confound the wise, that's exactly what we're going to go ahead and do. But it started off with Latocha and Tamika, and I'm not going to go ahead and give you the whole rundown because I know about now you all already have seen it. But it started off with Latocha and Tamika. I don't know if Tamika was the one that had called her sister first, but Tamika went to the studio where she was there, and she wanted to go ahead and have a meeting. So when Tamika had came in, I saw where Rocky spoke to her, but Tamika, she didn't speak to him because she know that Rocky is nothing but the common denominator of all the demise that has happened into their family. So when the two sisters went ahead and sit down, Tamika talked about, she said that she went to her mom, their mom house, and she went to apologize because she went ahead and she cursed in her mom house, disrespecting her mom, which that was big of Tamika to go ahead and do it. And they talked and they sat there and they hugged each other, which I love to see, because who wants to see two sisters fighting over almighty dollars, which is the root of all evil? Nobody wants to go ahead and see that. And I'm glad that they went ahead and at least they, admitted, what was going on, and they hugged it out. Okay. So after that was, I see Queenie say the shed she gave him had no rolling. So Queenie did watch. Yes, indeed. Absolutely. Absolutely. But the thing that really has stuck out the most is when they all look like, they just couldn't get along with each other, because when Latocha had came into Candace's studio, I think it was Coco. Yeah, I think Coco was there. And you can see that these two people, Latocha and Candy, they have bad blood. They don't get along. And I think that what they should have done, they should have ironed out all their kinks before they came on that show, because what they doing is they was messing it up for everybody. But if they would have came together and ironed out all this stuff, I don't think that all this stuff would have went ahead and played out. And good and well, Candy is the type of person. Candy, she's the bone carrier. She really don't have a storyline. but she has some way of making things work on her behalf. So Candy, she is bringing this like an old dirty dish rag. That's how I look at it. Okay, so I also had saw, and this I was watching, trying to, because I really don't follow these people that much, but I had saw that Latocha and Tani and her sister, they had a little group called Xscape 3. So those three had went off and was, I guess, on tour and singing. They didn't never broke up. Now Candy was not a part of it because Candy had came to Real Housewives of Atlanta. But I was listening to some of the music of Xscape 3, and they sound pretty good. They was really good. They looked like they was happy. Everything they was doing pretty good. So I don't understand why people are saying that now it's the three. Well, it really was always the three. It just was wasn't with Candy. Now it's not with Latasha, but Tani and Tamika, they never broke up. They stayed together. So when they all came together, when I guess they was picking out, the audition for the ones that, the guys, the people that was going to go ahead and dance, the background dancers, they all came except Candy. But that pretty much had worked out really good. But when they came together, to get their wardrobe together, their costume, they all had, different opinions with that because SWV them, they more conservative. They wanted, to be pretty much covered up. And we already know Candy and Tani, they love clothes that's too tight for them, look like they stuffed like a turkey. It does not look good at all. And besides that, they're too old for that. Too old to have all their breasts hanging all out and sitting there having their butt and everything just stuffed. Because that's exactly what they look. They look like they were stuffed. And no, nobody is not jealous, okay? Because like I said, it was a time and there's a season for everything. And it's a time right now for them to sit there and put them teeny weeny tight clothes away, okay? And they had a guy that was designing those clothes. Most likely he was designing it for strippers because that was strippers' clothes. And SWV then was not going to go out looking like that. I don't blame them. I wouldn't even look like that either. What do they look like? People at 40 and 50 years old sitting there wearing some tight clothes. Guys, if I could show you how I used to dress, and I wasn't even dressed like that, but the body that I had, trust me, I had a very hot body, but I'm not going to sit there and dress like that. I dress conservative. But I had some on, I took some pictures with some tight stuff, but still of all, that was back then. But when you in your 40s and your 50s, you need to go ahead and hang that up. Hang that t-shirt up. Because they look like they were some stuffed chickens, all of them, stuffed turkeys, gut hanging all out, looking all bad built. Tiny couldn't even see her neck or anything. Like I said there and say, look, we getting old, okay? Embrace it. I'm 57 years old. I'm gonna embrace it. We all got to get old one day. Queenie said that those outfits was trashy looking. Yeah, very trashy looking. So I'm with SWV. I don't blame you. I don't blame you for going ahead and calling that out. I would have called it out too. Called it out as well. But getting back, they start, talking about, first it was who was gonna be, like the top head, who was gonna, open up or, at least, put their name on top. They argued about that. You remember last week they argued about that. SWV had said, since they sold more records and, more avenues, and they feel like they should have, be on the top heading. Then they start arguing about who going to go ahead and close it. SWV wanted to go ahead and close it. So Tiny had said, her and Candy, they have a very huge followers. So by they having a very huge followers, they say that they was going to be the ones that's going to get more people to come in, and fill those seats. But SWV said then said no, because your followers pretty much, which is true, just because you have all those followers, it does not say in your ticket sales or when they buying them records. It's not like they spending all that. These followers not spending all that records, that money on all the albums and all that. And most of Candy and Tiny's followers, they are watching because of the reality shows. Because pretty much they was not checking for Xscape before that. Nobody really knew about Candy. I didn't know about Candy that much. I knew Candy was a background singer, but just like even a lot of them, once Xscape was gone, that was it. Until Candy and Tiny, they start pitching those reality shows, and then that's when, they start building up a big old huge fan base. But they are not the ones that are great supporters, loyal supporters when it comes to their music. And that's what SWV was saying. She was saying that, people that have been following SWV and Xscape, they're gonna come into come into those concerts because they coming in for music. They're not coming in for drama. They coming in for music. And half of the followers that Candy and Tiny have, most of all that, like I said, people that love drama on that reality show. They're not going and filling those seats at those concerts. Not that many. Those followers because of the reality show. And that's what SWV was saying. So to me, it did make sense. It made a lot of sense. So they start fighting about that. Like I said there and say, these people, they didn't sit there and hashed out nothing behind the scene. Look like before they pitched this reality show, they should have went ahead and made sure that they all was on one accord, which I do understand they needed, a little bit drama. I do understand that part. So, but I do think that this could have worked out real good because I would have loved to see SWV and Xscape going out both on tour and and having a good time. But like I said, it's Xscape. Xscape got all that trauma, all that past drama that they cannot seem to go ahead and let go. So pretty much that's exactly what it was all about, and when Tiny had talked about the receipts, because Candy had said that it was Tiny, the one that had found the receipt. Somebody, I guess, gave it to her about Rocky, and with trying to get kickbacks, which a lot of managers and promoters, they do that. But like I said, Candy and them, they're gonna find in and everything on them, which that's illegal because they want to go ahead and split everything even. But because they used to say back then, who that was, I think, and I'm gonna say a legend. They used to say that Beyonce dad used to do that. But I'm gonna say a legend, okay? Like I say, all this right here is for entertainment purposes only, okay? Because I don't have that Tasha K kind of money where I can wipe my tail with like cease and desist letters, okay? And $4 million and go ahead and pay Cardi B out, just like that. I don't give a care if I do have $4 million. They know in the world that I want to go ahead and spend that type of money, okay? But getting back to it, they found out that he did that. So if he went ahead and he was getting kickbacks and getting money under the table, just imagine what they got in their head when it came to Tamika's money. So that's how everybody going ahead and look at it. So Tamika, she went ahead and finally she went and called her husband, which first she was trying to argue, trying to say that pretty much it wasn't him. But she went ahead and she called them. So I don't know what's going to happen because they went ahead and they continue it. But this right here, like I said, I don't know if they went ahead and just stirred all this up, just to have a reality show. I don't know. But what I do know is that they need to go ahead and do a biopic. They need to go ahead and put this on the big screen. And the reason why they need to go ahead and put it on the big screen because I believe that the rabbit holes goes very, very deep. This is a lot of hurt. What happened? I don't know. I don't know what happened, but something had happened with this group. I'm maybe because they was in the peak of everything. I don't know, but something had happened. So I think that it all should be a biopic. And I don't think that it should be with them writing it. It would have been good if Carlos King would have went ahead and put it out. I don't know why Candy had so much to say when Carlos King wanted to go ahead and put it out because anybody can sit there and tell your story, especially when you're a celebrity, just like we're doing right now with telling a story. So I don't understand, why, because I want people that's going to interview every last one of them so we can get to the story to find out what really happened. That's what I believe. Quincy say that's why I believe he cashed those checks. Yeah, at first, if you see the video that I was about to upload, at first I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, but after watching last night of him getting kickbacks, getting money under the table, I said, mm-mm. I said, no, this guy, he's shyster. He did up some stuff. And if Latocha don't open up her eyes, all he's going to do is keep her depressed and keep her where she's at right now. He's going to stagger her. So the best thing for she to do is sit there and just throw that out and go ahead and get her another manager. I don't know what kind of stronghold that man have on Tasha, but whatever it is, she needs to let go and let God because she's not going to be able to move forward and get happiness and get peace until she moved that thorn out of her side, okay? And that's a thorn where, trust me, it's just too big for her as well. So she needs to go ahead and just sit there and I'll go ahead and I throw him out. I would throw him out. Queenie said, very foul behavior to me. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And the thing about it is that he didn't have no shame of his game because if he had shame, shame, or he was trying to, be sneaky with it, he wouldn't have never text these side chicks. It's like he was just setting up to hurt Tasha. When he thought that these outside women going to allow him to sit there and live like a happy family behind a picket fence or behind the gates. These women want what you got. These women want what your wife have. So he should have known that this right here was going to go ahead and blow up in his face. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. So it's best for her to go ahead and let go because now he's interfering with her music and he's interfering with the family. So I don't know what's going to happen next week. Will he admit that he did it, or he going to just tell another story? He going to tell another lie? Quite obvious, he's going to tell a lie, and the reason why, because they already had saw all this stuff play out, and he's coming on right now when he called Tasha K and said none of this stuff is true, that he's getting an attorney and he's doing this and all this other stuff. So quite obvious, he didn't take accountability of the stuff that he's doing. So I don't know if he didn't see that scene, because I did hear before that some of the stuff they watch it along with us, so they don't know how they're going to go ahead and edit it. They don't even know what's going to happen, because they don't get a copy of the episodes anymore. Because back then, when the reality shows with Nene and them, they all used to get, not all, just one person, that's in on that reality show, like let's say for instance, Real Housewives of Atlanta, they would give them a week prior to airing it on TV, an episode of the tape, and they all would come to each other's house and they will watch it together. That's how they used to do back then. But a lot of stuff used to be leaked to the bloggers, so they stopped doing that. So now they all watch the show along with us. So they really don't know how, they do the editing. Now, that's what I heard. Okay. So I guess he was blindsided just like us. He didn't know what was going to happen. But like I said, you can say bad editing or whatever you're going to say. You still sat there and you did it. Even if they edit to make it whatever, you said it, you did it. So, like I said, if Tasha go ahead and she stay in that, then, I think that, something is wrong with her. If anybody needs therapy, it should be Tasha, not this side chick. This side chick need to just go away. She definitely need to just go away, because she added to all the problem. And like I say, I don't just blame, the man. I blame the woman too, because if you want to allow it to happen, trust me, they're going to do as much as you allow them to do. But it's up to you where you're going to say enough is enough. And anytime when something is taken out of your household, you got to go ahead and let it go. Now, I'm not saying, just because your husband cheat where you can't forgive him and you can't let go. But what I'm saying is that when you come on these reality shows, when you come on TV, especially reality shows, you have to make sure that your life is an open book. Because these people, like I said, they're going to pick it apart with a fine-tooth comb. They're going to make sure that they find something on you. And the thing about it is, they always goes to the husband, because they know that, that's exactly how to go ahead and tear somebody down, go to their husband. That's why they call housewives, because they know exactly how they're going to get those ratings up. Let's get the housewives so we can get the husbands, and we're going to go ahead and find some dirt on. But, when it comes to Rocky, like I said, it's no excuses. And why I say it's no excuses is because he got his wife out there looking bad, where now she's saying that they had an open marriage. And we know that, most likely, say allegedly, that, it wasn't an open marriage. She just doing that because she wanted to go ahead and save face. But now people going to start questioning her. You going out there and you wants to sing gospel songs, but yet, you saying that you have an open relationship, you have an open marriage, that does not coincide. How can you sing, and allow the anointing of God to be upon you when you're not, when you got all this stuff, it's not right with you. It does not make no sense. You can't minister to people like that. Just like you have to be careful how you allow people to lay hands on you, because what you're doing is you transferring all those different spirits. So you going out there and you ministering, that's a part of ministering, music, that's a part of ministering. And you going out there and ministering to the people, and you have this open marriage, those spirits gets on other people. And that's real talk. So, you got to just be careful. So I just hope that, if she true about her calling, which she is anointing, she's a very anointed woman. And I was listening to one of her, she had came out, what's her name? Leandre Johnson. This is my Exodus. Latocha was singing that song, and I mean, that song was in my spirit all day. I was on the highway, singing that song, This Is My Exodus. The way that Latocha, and I thought no one can sing that song better than Leandre Johnson. I might be pronouncing the name wrong, but you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But Latocha, she was hitting those notes. And she's very anointed. She can sing very good. But what she's doing is she casting her pearls to swans. Yes, that's exactly what she's doing. And that might be my next title. My next title when I talk about Latocha, casting your pearls to swans. Oh, I love that song. This is my Exodus. Oh, I love it. I love the way Leandre Johnson, I love the way that she sing that song. I mean, now that's a very anointed woman of God, and she struggles a lot herself. She struggles with her flesh, with her a lot of stuff that's dealing with her life. She was on Fix My Life. What's her name? I can't think of the lady name on Fix My Life. But Leandra, she was on that show, and I think she had like an alcohol addiction or something like that, where even her people, her manager was saying that, look, if you don't let this alcohol go, we're gonna have to drop you from our label. And that would be devastated because this woman is a very anointed woman of God, very anointed. So, like I said, guys, all this right here is just the nature of the beast. That's all it is, just the nature of the beast. But when we come on these reality shows, guys, you have to make sure that your life is an open book. Because if your life is not an open book, these trolls, honey, they gonna find it. They gonna find it. Now, it's not too much like when you're a actress, or actor. They don't really comb into stuff like that. But when it comes to these reality shows, they're gonna make sure that they comb in it. And I pray for all of them, including Rocky. I pray for him as well. I pray for him as well because, like I said, even sinners they need God. We all need God. None of us have arrived. We all was once dirty rags. We were saved by God's amazing grace. And that's who God come from for. He come for the sick. You don't come for the ones that, think that they have it all together. You'll be surprised. This right here, is a lesson learned. So, even Rocky, he is, he need prayers, he need God, he need a savior, because he's out there messing up, what they trying to build up. He's messing up because he don't know how to crucify that flesh. He allowed that flesh to take the best of him, to take control of him. And that's exactly what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. And like I said, you don't realize when you go out there and you do things like that, who you hurt, you're hurting people, you're messing up people's lives. And that's exactly what he's doing. Yeah. So guys, I got one more minute and I'm gonna go ahead and stay on one more minute. Thank you for joining my live. Yep, I thank God. Thank God for his grace and his mercy, his amazing grace. And we all are sinners. None of us have arrived. Because if we have arrived, trust me, we won't be on this side. We won't be on this side. So our job is not to sit there and tear down. Now, if you tear down, you build it back up, because you're not going to sit there and let people go out there and think they can do whatever they want to do, and there's not no consequences and repercussions. You're going to pay for it. You reap what you sow. But do we put our foot down on them? No, that's not our job. Our job is to sit there and get them in, and God is the one that's going to go ahead and clean it up. Show them the light, show them the way. And as you can see right there, the light is on them right there. Their life is on display. God is shining the light on them right now. He exposing their nakedness. He's being exposed. So that's the way that the Most High God had to allow it to happen. Because I don't think that nothing just happens. Everything happens for a reason. So, my advice is, pray for everybody, including Rocky, because that's who Jesus came for. If you believe in the stories, that's who Jesus came for. Jesus came for those that need a physician, those that were sick, not those that thought that they had it all together. That wouldn't serve the purpose. We all have to work out our own soul salvation in fear and trembling. None of us have arrived. None of us. Even Paul said, each and every day he was counted like sheep for the slaughter. Each and every day. And that's why we have God's amazing grace. His mercy, even though we don't deserve it, but he gives it to us. His grace, his favor, we may not deserve it, but he gives it to us. God can take a nobody and turn it into somebody. So don't say that this person can't receive God's amazing grace. We all was counted out like sheep for the slaughter, but thank God. So our job is to sit there and just pray for him, not to cast a stone. He without sin cast the first stone. That's that's Bible. If you want to believe in it, that's how it is. But when it comes to this world right here, this generation right here, this generation, this is a lost generation. They're too exposed to so much stuff. This is a world of information. Everything is out. You go on TikTok, you go on social media, you see all these stuff, how to be a better cheater, how to be a better criminal. All the stuff is right there at a click of a button now. At a click of a button. So we are already exposed to all that. That's why this day you have to choose who you're going to serve. Either you're going to serve Baal or you're going to serve God, but you cannot be in between. That's just like I was watching the other day. I was watching Black China, and Black China came out still looking, demonic. She came out with all that old heavy makeup on and looking like calling herself an alien, and she was just saying that she was coming out of all that. What you're doing is you are straddling the fence. You are confusing God's people, and you cannot allow no one to stumble because people are watching you. If you got over 16 million followers, people are watching you. And what you're doing is you causing sheets to us stumble. That's what you're doing. So you got to make up your mind. You either hot or you cold. You either in or you out. But you cannot be lukewarm, because he said, if you are lukewarm, I will spew you out. We can't do that. You can't do that at all. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and close it out. Thank you for joining my live. Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, because I know if I stay on, I'm going to start preaching, guys, because you know how I am. This is my ministry. This is me. This is who I am. This is my lane. Okay. But I can take, like I say, the foolish things of this world to go ahead and conform the wise. But we all was lost, but now we are found. Thank you, Queenie. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, indeed. Um, Look for my email. You can go on my videos and you're gonna see my email. You can email me. So I could, I thank you for supporting me. Just give you appreciation just for supporting me because I thank you for supporting my life. And guys, make sure you go ahead and share these videos, hit like, comment, and once I get to $5,000, I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know what gift that I'm gonna go ahead and give out. But if I hit 5,000 subscribers, which I'm almost there, um, see what kind of gift I go ahead and give out. And if you know, if you feel like something that I can go ahead and talk about, or things that we can do to go ahead and grow this channel, feel free. Quentin, let me know what you think. What could I do better to go ahead and you know, have this channel growing because I'm more in tune with my spirituality. That's where I'm at. When it comes to these reality shows, I don't just sit on reality shows. I when I watch one, I just watch one and I try to sit there and see how we can go ahead and learn from it. But if you want to play games, because I saw this game on TikTok. It's called Scavenger Hunt, where people come on a panel and we pick something out the house, you know, something like that, and whoever go and find, just say like a brush or a comb, and you be the first one to get it, and I guess is how many you get, the different games, different things that they ask in the house, they go ahead and give like a little small little token, a little small gift or something like that. So I would like to go ahead and play that right there. Just think of some things that we can go ahead and do, and I would love to do it. So guys, look, my phone is starting to ring right now. Thank you guys for joining my live Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. This right here is grown folks. Trust me. Feel at home because it may be a time. At one time, I couldn't even come on looking like this. Okay, but like I said, God's. I thank God that He's now is not allowing me to be all in myself no more. Where now I can be able to just breathe, be myself. At one time, and I'm a licensed cosmetologist for almost like maybe 30 years, and at one time you couldn't even catch me with braids or whatever, couldn't even catch me with a t-shirt on. But I thank God, like I say, the things that we used to do, we don't do no more. We grew up from things like that, and in here is grown folks. Feel at home because yes, I am in my bed, and most likely when I do Love and Marriage in Huntsville, I am not going to sit there and be no made up and dressed up. I'm gonna be right here in the comfort of my bed or wherever I feel like being comfortable. As long as I can go ahead and make sure I give you quality videos, because I see right here it looks better than what I was giving you. And I'm gonna go ahead and do my reviews. I'm gonna do my reviews. And tomorrow I might come on tomorrow because they saying that President Trump, the former President Trump, he will be arrested tomorrow. And I want to go ahead and I want to make sure, we talk about that. I definitely want to go ahead and talk about that, because this is the first. This is the first. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but like I said, it is what it is. So thank you, Queenie. Thank you for joining my live, guys. Thank you. Thank you. And you all have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy your day while you're off, Queenie. Because you're off today and tomorrow. So make sure you enjoy your day, guys. You all be blessed.